What's your Arma doing right now, Mark?
It just got off of loading add-ons. It is very slow today.
Okay. What is it like? Not even like the application is fully launched yet.
Yeah, like the application's fully launched. It's just like no, the application isn't fully launched. It's just initializing now. It's really slow for some reason.
Yeah. Ugh. All right. Well, while he's joining in, those of you that are here and in the game, go ahead and take a knee. All right, great. Everybody's here. So I'm going to go ahead and start the script. Basically, first and foremost, ensure that your guys' inventory and all the items that you have on your person is correct. You should have a total of 3 magazines, all of which should contain 5 rounds. Don't worry about the count. And a TA-31 RCO. If you do not have any of these items, or you're unsure, go ahead and select a let out from one of these boxes. You can select either the M4 or the M27 rifle. Now, everybody's here has been through a range before, correct?
Yep.
If you have not, tell me so now. Alright, with that being said, does anybody need me to go over the magazine script, or does everybody understand the magazine script? Is that a yes, you want me to go over it, or is that a yes, I understand what it does?
Yes, I understand.
Okay. If anybody does not understand it or want me to reiterate it, go ahead and lay down. Alright, you guys don't need to stay crouching, you can stand back up. I was just checking to see if everybody was here. Alright, so go ahead and reiterate the qualification scores and what's needed to get qualified. To qualify on this range, you must score a 39 or above. A 39 or above qualifies you as marksman. A score of 49 or above qualifies you as sharpshooter. And a 57 or above qualifies you as expert. For those aiming for a designated marksman course eligibility or to retain such score, you need 63 or above. Go over some of the rules real quick. Always maintain a serious and respectful attitude while on the range. Whether the range is hot or cold, you'll behave appropriately. You can select either or rifle. Do not fire in burst or fully automatic. You only fire in semi-auto. If you do either of those things, I will be mad. You may choose the optic from the box, which they didn't update the script, so you only have the TA-31 RCO. This optic will be used during the 500-yard targets when I tell you, and the unknown distance course. Practice time will be given to you guys. I'll give you about 4 to 7 minutes, or until everybody has stopped firing, in which case a ceasefire will be called. This is classroom number 1. I will go ahead and put a password on it so that we're not interrupted or disrupted for any reason. The password is going to be RR for rifle range, both lowercase.
Your channel was edited.
that has been applied. If you disconnect from the TeamSpeak for any reason, feel free to hop back in. But however, if you disconnect from the game itself, you're going to have to go to another qualification period because I am not keeping track of your scores to the T, and it will reset your score as a result. So you can hop back in, tell me what blah 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 blah, and then say, hey, thanks for the Ranger, or whatever, or you can just not come back. I'll know what happened.
User
You'll
in
know
your
what
channel
happened,
timed out.
and I will put on the score that you attempted to do the range and you disconnected or whatever. Who timed out? Okay. Yeah, that joined our game. Merc. Probably playing with the Xbox controller. Nope.
User joined your channel.
If it does it again, RR stands for rifle range. Easy. Alright. Again, if you haven't done so, make sure that your loadout is correct. Choose the weapon of your choice. And once you are ready, we'll go ahead and proceed over to the range.
User left your channel.
I think he had his acre run.
Oh, is that what it was?
Yeah, because I think I just pulled him out.
User joined your channel.
There he is. Go ahead and proceed alternating left and right to the platforms closest to the Rangemaster's platform. Carefully aboard the platform. Alright. When the range is hot as announced by a range instructor, you will be cleared to fire. If you fire before clearance is given, you'll be disqualified right away. I will tell you now, following the instructions for each round, you will hear a preparatory command shooters and an executive order, which I say you may begin. That is the executive fire order, at which point the range will be hot. When you are instructed to cease fire, the range goes cold. You will cease fire immediately. If you fire your weapon after ceasefire is cold, you will be disqualified. Your range instructor is unable to count the number of rounds you fire from your weapon. It is each and every individual shooter's responsibility to count the number of rounds he or she fires. As explained before, you only have 5 rounds in your magazine. If you simply empty the magazine or count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, you will know you have fired 5 rounds. Do not fire rapidly and lose count. The server will track your rounds total fired. All shooters must shoot no more than 65 rounds. If you fire more than 65 rounds, you'll be disqualified. The dirt mound in front of you is the firing position. The little stone slab is your firing line. Do not have any part of your physical body cross the front part of that slab, or else I will be mad. I will let you know, and then I will be mad. I don't care if the weapon goes over it, just not your body. Bear in mind, this is a qualification, not a competition. Get a good score. You're not competing. Refrain from using the scoreboard while shooters are shooting because it could cause a glitch, causing shooters to duck. And once you are done firing your rounds, during a course of fire, please step back from the firing line and lower your weapon. I will add an additional thing to this. Once you are done firing, reload a fresh magazine as you normally would. Then step back. That way there's no doubt in your mind that when you go up to the firing line that you have a full magazine in that thing. If you have any doubts whatsoever, we'll clear that up afterwards. Now, if anybody has any comments or questions at any time, you can post a Q or C in the side chat, and I will get to you at an appropriate time. Alternatively, well, I'm not going to worry so much about having an open mic so long as it's not disruptive. If it starts becoming disruptive, I will ask you to mute your mics. Not going to go over range code tips because I believe everybody here is competent enough to shoot a rifle. If you guys need me to go over anything or give you any tips or any critique, any instructions or assistance, let me know at any time during this practice portion. Once we are done with the practice portion, I will not be able to assist you during the during the qualification period. Now, so far, does anybody have any questions? Excellent. All right.
Just to double check, the scope's only for 500 meters and then the unknown distance.
I will announce when you, sorry, I just saw it. I was tabbed out. I will announce when the scope is going to be put on the weapon. It will be during the 500-yard slow fire phase, and it will be done during the unknown distance course.
Okay.
Now, if you guys, for whatever reason, want to double check, hey, what am I supposed to be doing during any course of fire? You can press M to go to the map, and then go to briefing. Each qualification round is right there. Pretty simple. Tells you what you need. Aside from the scope. With that being said, is there any additional questions? You don't have to post a Q or C, you can just tell me. Okay. Go ahead and proceed up to your firing line. We'll go ahead and do a practice time of somewhere between 4 and 7 minutes. I'll just put 4 for now. Get used to the 3 known target groups, using an optic, using your iron sight, using different positions. It's up to you. Just to kind of like get loose and get comfortable. All right. All right. Shooters, the range is hot. You may begin. Just a heads up, Lance Corporal Exley, you are crossing over the front of the stone slab. Thank you. 30. $15. 5. Alright, ceasefire, ceasefire, ceasefire. Shooters at this time. If you are unsure if you have a full 5-round magazine or if you are unsure you have fired all rounds from your magazine, go ahead and step up to the firing line, dump that magazine into the enemy targets, and then reload a fresh one and step back from the firing line. You may do so now. I do not see anybody going up to the firing line. Excellent. I'm going to go ahead and clear all the scores now, drop all the targets, and we'll go over the first course of fire and start the rifle range. Alright. The first course of fire is the 200-yard slow fire phase. You will engage targets at a known distance of 200 yards. You will fire 5 rounds standing, reload 5 rounds kneeling. A total of 10 rounds are to be fired. Again, that is 5 rounds standing. You will then reload and then fire 5 rounds kneeling. This is a slow fire phase. There is no time limit on this phase. Does anybody have any questions? Alright, go ahead and proceed up to the firing line and stay in the standing position. Now, one thing that I do for anybody on my range, I typically convert the yards to meters because this is in fact in yards. 200 yards is the equivalent to 182 meters. Knowledge is power. Ready on the left.
Ready.
You need not say ready. You just put your weapon up, and I will know you are ready. Left is ready. Ready on the right. Right is ready. Double check the scoreboard. We're good. Range is hot. You may begin. Alright, ceasefire, ceasefire. The range is cold. The second course of fire is a 200-yard rapid fire phase. You will engage targets at a known distance of 200 yards. You will fire 5 rounds kneeling, reload 5 rounds kneeling. A total of 10 rounds will be fired in the kneeling position. Again, if you stay in the kneeling position, you cannot go wrong. Just fire 2 magazines worth. This is a rapid fire phase. There will be a time limit of 50 seconds. That is 50 seconds for this phase. At the first shot fired, once the range is hot, the timer will begin. I will advise you when you have 30 seconds remaining, 15, then do a 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 countdown to 0. Ceasefire will be called after 0. If you fire after ceasefire is called, you will be disqualified. Any questions? Shooters, go ahead and proceed up to your fire line. Assume that comfortable kneeling position. Ready on the left. Left is ready. Ready on the right. Exley, if you don't have to be that far back. I just don't want you like your physical part of your body crossing too far over the front block, like the front of the block. But anyways, the right is ready. Range is hot. You may begin. $30. $15. Alright, ceasefire, ceasefire, the range is cold. Third course of fire is a 300 yard slow fire phase. You will engage targets at a known distance of 300 yards. You will fire 5 rounds kneeling, reload 5 rounds kneeling. All 10 rounds will be fired in the kneeling position. Again, if you stay in the kneeling position, you cannot go wrong, and you will fire 2 full 5-round magazines. This is a slow fire phase. There will be no time limit on this phase. Does anybody have any questions? Alright, shooters, go ahead and proceed up to your firing line. Assume that kneeling position. Ready on the left. Left is ready. Ready on the right. Right is ready. Before I put it up, 300 yards is equivalent to 274 meters. The range is high. You may begin. Alright, ceasefire, ceasefire, the range is cold. The fourth course of fire is a 300 yard rapid fire phase. You will engage targets at a known distance of 300 yards. You will fire 5 rounds prone, reload 5 rounds prone. All 10 rounds will be fired in the prone position. Again, if you stay in the prone position, you cannot go wrong. You may rest your weapon for this round. And again, this is a rapid fire phase. There will be a time limit of 50 seconds. That is 50 seconds for this round. Any questions? Shooters, go ahead and proceed up to your firing line and assume that comfortable, oh so comfortable prone position. Ready on the left. Left is ready. Ready on the right. Exley, back up a little bit. Right is ready. Range is hot. You may begin. $30. $15. Alright, ceasefire, ceasefire, the range is cold. The fifth course of fire is the 500 yard slow fire phase. You will engage targets at a known distance of 500 yards using the TA-31 RCO. Go ahead and put those on your weapons now. You will fire 5 rounds prone, reload 5 rounds prone. All 10 rounds will be fired in the prone position. Again, if you lay down and just stay there, shoot full mags of 5 rounds, 2 of them, you cannot go wrong. You may rest your weapons for this round. Shooters, please, again, if you haven't done so already, put your optics on your weapons. This is a slow fire phase. There is no time limit on this phase. Does anybody have any questions? Excellent. Shooters, go ahead and proceed up to your firing line and assume that comfortable prone position once more. Again, for the 500 yards. 500 yards is equivalent to 457 meters. Ready on the left. Left is ready. Ready on the right. Right is ready. Range of sight, you may begin. Alright, ceasefire, ceasefire, the range is cold. Shooters, go ahead and carefully dismount your platforms from the rear. Next to you should be a little podium looking thing with your lane number. If you scroll wheel on it and go to scoreboard, you can view your score. Do not teleport to the unknown distance course. Once you are done looking at your score, if you choose to do so, go ahead and proceed up to my little board thing over here and teleport to the unknown distance course using mine. Alright, shooters, go ahead and proceed to any of the lanes closer to the range master. Doesn't matter which one you do. Alright, this is the unknown distance course. Go ahead and proceed up to the firing line and assume that kneeling position. Keep the optics on your weapons. If you feel ballsy today, go ahead and take them off. I am not picky about that. I would advise to keep them on though, because they are nice. Jitters. This is the unknown distance course. Please listen carefully. The round is scripted. Once it begins, it cannot be stopped or paused for any reason. Pay attention during this course as it will take less than 2 minutes complete. The unknown distance course comprises of the 6th, 7th, and 8th courses of fire. In each phase, a random selection of 5 targets will appear at a random distance between 100 and 400 yards. You will engage those targets by firing 5 rounds kneeling within the 25-second timer. Each set of targets will remain down once struck. Once you have fired all 5 rounds, reload and wait for the next course of fire to begin. Remember, once this course begins, it cannot be stopped or paused. Once all 3 courses of fire are completed, ceasefire will be called, and shooters will be instructed to convene at my tower. Now, so far, does anybody have any questions? You can just announce them verbally, I don't care. Alright, no questions. 100 yards is 91 meters, 300 yards is 274 meters. So all the targets will be literally under, oh correction, it's to 400. 365 meters for 400 yards. So, again, it's going to be at most 365 meters away and at least 91 meters away. That gives you an idea of where to look on your optics. A couple of other additional things, because there are issues with this range sometimes. So, personal advice to you guys, shoot closer targets first and work your way back. If you miss a closer target, instead of shooting over and over again at a rear target that you keep missing, you're going to have better odds hitting that target. So shoot front to rear. And that's kind of what you're supposed to do anyways. If a target goes down and then flops back up, do not re-engage that target. It may not count as a score or as a hit. It could just be bugged. Lastly, if you have a target that does not pop up immediately, let me know. And we'll address it later. Let's see. Oh, and last thing. If you guys fire 4 rounds in the 5th, or if you fire 5 rounds and one of the rounds misses one of the targets, do not reload and re-engage that target with a 6th round. You are strictly limited to 5 rounds on this range per course of fire. I will say that again because people fucked this up before. You're not shooting more than 5 rounds per each round. You're going to reload and wait and suck it up because you missed, because you suck. Alright? Alright. With that being said, is there any other questions or anything like that before I start this distance course? Would anybody like to step away to go to the bathroom or get something to drink or something before we start? Alright, shooters. Ready on the left. Left is ready. Ready on the right. Right is ready. Shooters, good luck. All right, the unknown distance course is finished. Go ahead and proceed over to my tower. I went ahead and took a picture of this, so we'll go ahead and just real quickly go over the scores. Scores are as follows. Gunny Sergeant Holland, you got a 61 out of 65. You got Expert, congratulations. Lance Corporal Exley, you got a 55 out of 65. That qualifies you for sharpshooter. Lance Corporal Merck, 65 out of 65. Excellent work. You got Expert and DMR, and Captain Solo as well. You got 65 out of 65. Does anybody have anything for me before they go? All right, with that being said, thank you guys for coming. I'll go ahead and have this posted up here soon, and I'll @ you guys in the message so you guys can see the link for it.